Good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying your weekend. Thought I'd take you down to the water for a bit. It's cold today, colder, but not too windy. A little bit of traffic. Extra folks down for the weekend, right? Because it felt like spring. It felt like spring. And a gentleman just stopped me to ask me about fishing, about being on the jetties, and I'm like, no, you can go, right? Not too bad today. I'm looking at his shoes. Just be careful because it gets slippery, right? And then I said, he asked him about permits. You only need a permit on the pier. And then he said to me, no, I'm not really here to fish. I'm here with my uncle's ashes. My condolences, but I can see why he came here with them, right? It's so peaceful. And that's why I think it's everybody's favorite spot. And the families that have dedicated spots here to their loved ones picked just an absolutely perfect spot for them, right? And yeah, well, I could say a lot more about that. But I hope you're all having a great day. I am, however, always stumped by people. You know, um, the more that I think nothing can shock me anymore, the more I still see things out in the world, and it's like going backwards is an understatement. It just is a freaking understatement, you know? Just the way, well, let's just, social media in and of itself is a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. Um, yeah, I don't like to be out in it, but for whatever reason, right now, that's exactly where I'm supposed to be. And trust me, I argue the point every day. Every day. But I just like yesterday, one or 2 days ago, one of the sites, community sites, it's like someone asked a question and then you got people laughing. And it's sad to have to remind adults to be kind. And maybe if you have the knowledge, just answer the question that at one point you were a newbie, right? Trying to learn about this topic. So why not be kind? Share the knowledge that you have, instead of laughing at people because they asked what was quite honestly a legitimate question. After all, asking questions is how you learn, right? And by making mistakes, it's how you learn. It's how you learn, right? And then you have the other ones that are so hell-bent on people being successful in any capacity. You guys are so miserable that if it was your own family member or friend, you'd still be pouting. Really? Listen, you all better open your closet doors and look inside first before you go judging people, especially when you're comparing things to pedophilia. Yeah, because there's no comparison to that. That's a health problem for real, for real. That's a mental health problem, right? And how can you judge somebody's path if you've not walked it? You're always going to throw their past at them over and over and over again, as if you actually know what it was about in the first place. Last time I checked, we were all created equal, right? The body, the baby, the heart, the organs, we're all the same. We all have the same veins, same arteries. We bleed red, we shit brown. So your skin color's got a different melanin in it. Big deal. We're still the same, right? So some people have a little bit more money than others. And do you think that makes you better? Do you think that's going to make you happier? Because it doesn't. It doesn't. But what I do know is there are people that are just talented. They're entrepreneurs. They're business people, and they know how to get it done. And guess what? They do it from nothing most of the time, and they give back all of the time, even when they don't have it. And yet there's others that are so blessed, and the only time they give back is when there's a photo op for it. Make sure everybody knows they were involved in it. It's really sad. It really, really is sad. But anyway, no need to mention names or anything. No need to put a tag on any. It's a general. If you look around, people are doing it on the daily. Some of you were so used to doing it, you don't even realize how fucking negative and toxic you are. Can you find anything to be happy and grateful about in your day? Anything. Maybe you should. Because at the end of the day, that's really all you have. Is you and your health. Right? You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Everybody's going to have something to say about it. Right? Hell, they're so bored. They're so twisted. Some people, you ain't got nothing better to do but make shit up. I've said it a million times. Write a book. You would have made money by now with your lies and your stories and your gossip and whatever. We are in a new world. And those that were on top, these celebrities that you worshipped, you're watching them fall apart and go down in front of you. And you know who the new celebrities are going to be? Basic, everyday people who have a good fucking heart, who actually care about others with no agenda at the end of the day. Right? Because you're here for the greater good of others. It's not that you don't want to do well for yourself, but if that's all you worry about is yourself, and you let the greed and the material world consume you, you're not going to make it in this new world. You're just not. Again, you all don't want to know what's going on out there. You want to turn a blind eye. I'm going to tell you again, knowledge is power. Better to be prepared than to get caught off guard. So, with a reminder of that, make sure you have some provisions in your homes, folks. I told you before, the weather's a changing, and it's got a lot to do with what's going on in the solar system, whether you guys want to believe it or not. There's plenty of documentation out there, right? I'm watching the energy in this water today, right? It's not too windy, so it's not windy. But that current's flowing big time. It's not calm like glass. You can see the difference. When you're in nature and you're aware of these things, and you pay attention to these things, you can catch it. So, but anyway, still nice sounds in the background anyway, right? With that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I really do hope you all find something to make you happy, right? And quite honestly, some of you were here in this lifetime, just to be miserable. Guess you really got to learn your lessons the hard way. But hey, you want to come back and learn it again? That's your prerogative, right? At the end of the day, it is what it is.